Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we have a community replay sent in by Real Silly Willy in the Amagi. And he promises that this is going to be an epic replay, so looking forward to seeing it. Now the first thing that I notice is there's a Synop right across from us, which tells me that we are top tier. Also, there's a couple of cruisers out here, so that's always a good start. Fire the first shot at the Suja, and honestly, that looks pretty decent. I can't really tell where the Suja went, but looks like we were a little behind. Unfortunate. But now we have Scharnhorst charging in, and right behind him, I didn't see what it was. I know we have a Synop over on this side, further back, and we have a Flounder, it looks like. So, some potential secondary is going to be a problem here. But Scharnhorst just sailing full broadside, and that's about as good an accuracy as you're ever going to get out of this thing. You'd love to see that. Only ended up hitting 5 shells, though, somehow. Still, good result. 15,000 damage. We'll take it. Now, Flounder takes a shot at us. Not really that scared of a Flounder, to be honest. They've never really been particularly amazing. The guns are iffy at best, and it tends to be more of a secondary, like, close quarters. Oh my god, there's an Akatsuki right next to us. That's not ideal. As you can see, we're already expecting torpedoes, right? Like, we saw some torpedoes, but unfortunately we're not going to get loaded in time to blap this guy before he gets behind the island, which means he's going to be a problem for the foreseeable future. I don't know why the Akatsuki's firing his guns at a cruiser right now, but he definitely was. So here you can see a nasty hit from the Amagi on the Scharnhorst. And the Amagi's got to be careful here. Going broadside, yes, you're not likely to be citadeled, but the Amagi still will take a huge amount of damage, and that's a Colorado back there as well. So we have all of their battleships seemingly over here. We have the Flounder, we have the Scharnhorst, we have the Akatsuki. Obviously, we got to target the Akatsuki while we can, and we go ahead and take a shot at him. There goes all of his health, leaving him with just enough to get away, as you'd expect. Now, hopefully the cruiser will target the little turd and help get rid of him, but if not, in 10 seconds, we will definitely be able to. Cruiser manages to take out the battleship, which, I mean, is neither here nor there. I guess he's gone, that's all that matters, but definitely, oh no. The little turd disappears. That's why you target the destroyer, cruiser. Guess who wouldn't disappear in this situation? Oh my god, he's spotted again. How is this guy this bad? This has got to be his first ever tier 6. That's all I can guess. This is his first ever tier 6 ship. He does not know what he's doing, and fortunately for us, we get to get rid of a very dangerous ship with a very bad captain. He had no camo on, which is your first clue that he doesn't know what he's doing. But no camo, and he's just firing his guns in the open water in an Akatsuki of all things. Those are things I would not recommend unless you absolutely have to, which he did not absolutely have to there. But now both of them are down, but our team has already lost our destroyer and a cruiser as well, so it's a pretty close game. Don't forget, this is Epicenter as well, so we got to start making our way back towards the middle too, because there's going to be potentially potentially points given up if we're not careful. Now, obviously, we can't lob the island on the Flounder. He takes the shot because you miss all the shots you don't take, right? But in that situation, we knew we weren't going to hit that, right? Most of us could look at that and be like, okay, we're not going to hit this shot. But enemy Colorado's pushing in, bow in. He's not really that big of a threat unless we go broadside. The Flounder is about to come out from behind the island on the bow. So you would think that that would be target number 1 because he's the tier 7 battleship. But instead we go targeting the Colorado, and that is awful dispersion. But we do manage to land 1 shell. Unfortunately, it was on the belt, so it didn't do anything. But notice how broadside that Flounder is right now. Like, you could have blapped the crap out of that Flounder. But I understand, like, you're shooting the people that are paying attention to you, so I get it. But prioritizing, getting those crossfires on people, probably the better option here. Colorados are easy to take out. You overmatch them. Like, at this range, you're going to be able to just slap right through his bow. You've got all the guns you could ever ask for. This should be a pretty decent chunk of damage. There you go. See what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty easy to get rid of a Colorado. So getting that shot on that Flounder could have been beneficial. Now, that being said, we don't know how this game ends, so we're just judging by what we see, right? And again, I want to remind everybody, I'm not saying this to be mean, it's just something that I would personally have prioritized the higher tier battleship who's broadside when you get the chance. Now, Colorado opens up the angle, you slap him, again, showcasing, you know, it's a Colorado, it's going to eat damage. It may not give up that many citadels very often, but it will eat damage from everywhere. It just doesn't have very good armor. Now we're about to be loaded again, and one thing I want to notice is that we're not actually running the epic mod. I don't know if this is just because, like, then again, it is an epicenter match, and I don't remember the last time I've seen, I don't know. Maybe he's just not running the epic mod. I can't remember. Did they get rid of epicenter on this map? I forget. I think they may have. But either way, this Colorado at least is hanging in there. Even if he's just staying like full broadside at this point. He's like, well, I'm going to get all my guns off because I'm not going to live very much longer anyway. And now the secondaries are going off from the Amagi, which they're going to be able to freaking pin every point on the Colorado as well. These are some pretty nasty secondaries. I want to say that these are 6 or 8 inch casemates on this thing. I forget. Somebody will let me know down in the comments below. But we take him out. The Colorado did set a fire with his secondaries, and we're just kind of letting that burn. Not sure exactly why. We got 30 seconds of damage over time ticking up right now when we have no heals left. So I would have personally put this fire out. You've got cover behind the mountain, so you ain't got to worry about getting shot back. We do have a beautiful look at this Flounder, and like I said, prioritizing broadside crossfires, just, you gotta love it. This guy has no idea this is coming, and that's pretty accurate. Oof, that's a good hit. 7 shells on target, bringing us up to 171,000 damage done. Now, obviously, Flounder probably didn't enjoy that, so he's probably going to be trying to change direction. Nope, he's still in reverse, aiming a little higher. He is starting to angle, though, so aiming a little bit higher, trying to avoid the belt if we can. He's not angled enough, and we get another good chunk through there, another 6 full penetrations. Like, I don't understand where these people learn how to get to this tier. Like, for real. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but seriously, how do these people just, like, sail around, get blapped, and just sit there broadside and take it again and again? This will be the second time we've reloaded now on the same target, and he's still in the same position. He's now trying to go forward, but it's too little too late. Another shot down the pipe, and beautifully located. A little bit, bad RNG there. We only landed 4 shells, leaving him with just enough to get away for now. Suja is within 10 kilometers, which is not a good idea for a Suja. I don't know if these guys just forgot that he existed. Nope, he is opening fire on the Amagi, right? Or no, he shot the other direction. Never mind. That's a dead Suja. Oh, he gets away with it. He gets away with it. An angled Suja at this range should be an automatic deletion. Like, just immediately, goodbye sunshine, you don't get to pass go, you don't collect $200. He was angled. Like, that's just begging for citadels. But unfortunately, weren't able to get it, but we're over 200,000 damage, which is a solid game. Here, he ends up firing all of his guns, and doesn't manage to get the kill. That is RNG just saying, screw you in particular. Notice that the Suja is just charging straight ahead. Now, I would expect the Suja to have opened up and tried to at least torp us at this point, but it looks like he's waiting a little bit too long, because now we're about to be reloaded. Suja has terrible freaking torp angles, by the way, so he's going to have to open way up, and he waited too long to do it. So here we managed to take out Suja. Unfortunately, other battleship managed to take out the Flounder before our shells get there, but we're at 219,000 damage, and this still could go either way. The enemy has the cap. They have a huge points lead. At this point, the enemy, all they have to do is run away. If they run away and hide, they win. It is that simple. The only way they lose this match is by showing themselves to get absolutely annihilated by the friendly battleships. That's the only way they lose. Let's see what they choose to do. Is this going to be a lesson in winning harder? I bet it is. I'm just going to place my bet. I'm going to say that the enemy, we already seen where the Synop is. He's going to get spotted relatively soon, I would imagine. Both of our battleships, one is pretty healthy, the other is not so much. Oh my god, there's an Atlanta 7 kilometers away. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know why the Atlanta's only 7 kilometers away and sitting right there in the open, but in a couple of moments, he won't be, because I don't care who you are, this Atlanta has no hit points. Our battleship does go down, which again gives them a huge points lead. They're right on the verge of winning this match via points, and the Atlanta runs into the island. That's a dead Atlanta. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure that. And oh my god, the Eastern Dragon decides to show himself. Now here we have to make a choice. We've got a Synop here. We have very few hit points left, only 12,000. Synop could kill us in two salvos here if he shoots superstructure, but he doesn't. He manages to screw the shot up. So now we have to take a shot, aiming high here, expecting the guy to turn away. You do see him aim high. So we're going to try to land above the belt, and looks good. Solid hit. We're going to be able to kill him next shot for sure. And we got to make sure that we turn in a little bit to dodge his shells, because that looks pretty solid. I need us to turn in here. Oh my god, he slows down and he gets away with it. See, I can't pull off the slowing down thing. When I slow down, it's always somebody who ends up having auto aim, and they always hit me perfectly. Every time. If I stay going normal speed and then turn up, and there's the and 238,000 damage. Now we immediately put out the fire from the Eastern Dragon. Our other battleship is right here with us. We're in the cap. The enemy does have a plane up, so we are spotted. Is the cruiser going to get a fire? Oh, it's so close. All the shells just managed to barely miss us, allowing us to keep capturing the base. Now, we are still spotted by the planes, but we're trying to get behind the island so that the cruiser can't continue to lob us. We do manage to capture the outer ring, thanks to the help of the teammate. The plane is on the very edge of the island, so there's a chance that this guy could be coming back around the island, and so our guns are focused right there, just in case the cruiser decides to show himself. Now, unfortunately, we do leave the center cap, which is not what you want to do here. You definitely wanted to get all 3 caps, because if this guy just runs away, it's GG's. A minute and a half, all this guy has to do is play keep away. Now, our battleship is doing the right thing. He's charging in. And you can see the plane coming around the left side, so we got to get ready. This guy is probably coming around the left side of this island, so splitting up here is absolutely the right choice. One guy goes one way, the other guy goes the other. That forces the cruiser into a situation where he doesn't get a chance. Now, there is an island there that cruiser could have just hidden behind, right? You got less than a minute left. The enemy has the points lead. The only way he loses this is by putting himself in a situation where he gets killed. And sure enough, there he is. He's spotted by both battleships. Both battleships take a shot at him. And good night, sunshine. Look at those torpedoes, though. Those torps were low-key absolutely juicy. Obviously, he had the plane, so he had the ability to launch those torps. But you got to make sure you're not putting yourself in that situation if you're that Eastern Dragon. But 244,000 damage, Kraken unleashed. High Cal, and Dreadnought. A great game sent in. Thank you, Silly Willy, for sending this in. If you guys have any gameplay that you would like to see featured on the channel, I get to pick through the best of the best, so make sure you guys send your absolute best games in to my Gmail account, all lowercase, no spaces, SpartanElite43@gmail.com. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.